The exploration of space is the grandest adventure challenging humanity. The universe can surprise and awe us. There's so much more to discover and learn. We explore to understand our place in the universe, to answer questions about its formation, and what other worlds are like. We explore to understand the fragility of our Earth and how it is changing. We explore to push human capabilities to their highest potential.
The President's budget proposal for 2011 it actually gives us an incredible opportunity to do many of the things that NASA was established to do, particularly exploration beyond low Earth orbit. With this budget, we actually are able to put some money into research and development that's going to give us the capability to get to places like Mars, back to the moon, to asteroids.
What this program does is it allows us to develop technologies and utilize those new innovations and technologies in the program.
So NASA's plans for the future are big. Like all Americans, we're dreaming large. And we want to explore a large number of destinations, both robotically at first and eventually with humans.
NASA has a bold mandate to launch a new journey of innovation and discovery. As we seek to explore far beyond Earth, we must invest in critical knowledge and capabilities to enable this journey. A new generation of NASA's best and brightest is developing innovative new approaches to exploration. We plan nothing less than to create the future of spaceflight now.
3 engines up and ready. 3, 2, 1, 0. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery.
After the safe and planned retirement of the Space Shuttle fleet,
Houston, Discovery, roll program.
I think the legacy of the Space Shuttle is it showed us that we could really work in space. The Space Shuttle has done an unbelievable variety of activities.
Oh, baby, look at that.
the first foothold beyond Earth will be the International Space Station, an orbital laboratory that is re-energized in the agency's new direction.
The space station is an amazing platform because you can do experiments there that can't be done anywhere else.
At Houston, this is Station, Space to Ground 2 for fly-around.
There's little doubt that the space station has probably been the largest civilian international cooperative science and technology venture in history. Our partners in Canada, Europe, Japan, and Russia work more tightly as a team than they ever did prior to this program.
U.S. Space Shuttle Discovery departing.
In cooperation with our international partners, this engineering marvel will now host cutting-edge science research to 2020 or beyond.
Continuing into the lab. Say hi, Frank. Hello, everybody. Our commander.
Providing solutions to problems on Earth and critical information for sending humans further into the solar system.
I think in the next decade, you're going to see a broad use of the space station by non-NASA organizations. And those uses are going to revolve around national needs and things like public health, energy, and environmental applications.
I think if you look at the model kind of a low Earth orbit, we're going to try to make that more commercial, let more commercial companies handle that business, and then NASA will focus more beyond low Earth orbit.
We will prepare astronauts for longer trips in space while working cooperatively with other spacefaring nations.
So NASA has an unbelievable team of industry partners that we have worked with for our entire history. The space community includes industry, academia, as well as the government.
And that outreach has been extremely successful, both for that community and for NASA itself. New businesses have emerged, and NASA has developed partnerships that we continue to utilize as we move forward in our science and exploration missions.
Together, we will lay the foundation for a new era of space exploration. The agency will begin work on transformative heavy lift technologies that will lead to a new rocket to carry astronauts beyond Earth orbit.
Liftoff of Ares 1S.
And development will continue on the Orion crew capsule to provide standby emergency escape capabilities for the space station.
This is turning over transportation to and from Earth orbit to the commercial sector, while we focus on the broad range of technologies that we actually have to have in place before we can go long distances like places to Mars.
Once the stuff of science fiction, new technologies being developed by NASA engineers and their commercial partners will revolutionize spaceflight.
We are investing at a larger scale so that we actually can get there quicker. And so they will become available, and we'll start testing them in space. We have demonstration flights that will be taking these and demonstrating these technologies as precursors before we put them into human vehicles.
New approaches to propulsion will free us from Earth's gravity and send us further and faster into the cosmos. Spacecraft will refuel at depots in orbit. New techniques for rendezvous and docking will allow us to construct the spaceship of the future. Astronauts will visit and live in lightweight inflatable habitats and live off the land at their destinations.
America is all about innovation. It has been throughout its history. And many of those innovations occur outside the government. We're pursuing that vigorously.
The agency will partner in innovative ways with the commercial space sector to develop safe and efficient systems to transport cargo and astronauts to and from the International Space Station. By nurturing this growing American industry of commercial space access, NASA will create new jobs while freeing itself to do what it has always done best: explore the mysteries of space. Robotic scouts like the Mars Science Lab and observatories like the new James Webb Space Telescope will comprehensively explore our solar system and galaxies beyond.
If you liked Hubble, you'll love James Webb, because James Webb will be 100 times more sensitive.
As always, NASA spacecraft will demonstrate new capabilities as they pioneer these bold efforts to further unlock the secrets of the universe. Closer to home, the President's plan will strengthen NASA's efforts to study and protect our home planet. An expanded suite of Earth observatories will improve our knowledge of climate change, Earth's dynamic processes, and the forecasting of major storms and natural disasters. NASA programs and spacecraft will also stand vigil against potential threats to our planet. An agency-led effort is underway to chart the paths of asteroids and other near-Earth objects, and NASA satellites are gathering data that allows scientists to better predict space weather through its satellites, communications, and power grids. In aeronautics, new technology investments will develop the next generation aviation system for the entire nation that increases safety and is friendly to the environment by reducing noise, emissions, and fuel consumption.
So in turn, the flying public will enjoy even safer and more efficient air travel, which is already the safest mode of public transportation.
Work on the X-48 and other unmanned aerial vehicles will push the envelope of innovation and perform vital tasks that humans cannot.
He's coming left to set up for the entry for 2-4.
These accomplishments will continue to inspire a new generation of scientists, engineers, and explorers.
NASA has exciting missions that really help students see how they're going to use the academic knowledge they're using in the real world. What are the jobs, the careers, the opportunities to explore and learn about science and aeronautics that really excite students.
Through groundbreaking education initiatives, NASA will work to sustain America's leadership in space and aviation and continue the critically important work of encouraging our youth into fulfilling careers in science, technology, engineering, and math.
We're trying to equip middle school teachers with the confidence to go into the classroom and really fire kids up.
I told you it worked!
And I can tell you that, in my opinion, for young people all around the country, the opportunities are there.
This country needs a new generation of scientists, engineers, and mathematicians. That's good for science, but it's more This budget is really a good indication of the President's support for science in general and earth science in specific.
We can take the intellectual capital at the NASA field centers and we can turn it loose on some of society's grandest challenges.
We're going to look back at this time, I hope, and recognize that we opened up the solar system for humanity.
I'm excited about the things we're going to be able to do because we now have money to put into research and development of the technologies that we need to accomplish the goals we set for ourselves. Our goal is to go away from the planet. We want to go to asteroids. We want to go to Mars. We want to go back to the moon. We want to do other things. We want to be able to fly higher and faster.
NASA's new path for space exploration puts our nation on a stronger trajectory for achieving our boldest ambitions. Both flexible and sustainable, the nation can start moving today towards these challenging and inspiring goals. America's space exploration program will advance new frontiers and provide inspiration for the world.
We're going to turn science fiction into science fact.
Exploring the universe while better understanding our home planet in a new era of innovation and discovery.